as to how many times Ms. Lauber had allegedly provided drugs to Ms. Richins?
I believe so, yes.
And how many times did you say that happened?
At that time of testimony, we understood there to be 3 transactions that Ms. Lauber participated in with Ms. Richins.
And what were the dates of those 3 transactions?
February 11th, February 26th, and March 9th of 2022.
March 9th, after Mr. Richins had passed away.
Correct.
Right. And did you testify at the prior hearing, or do you recall what Ms. Lauber said she provided to Ms. Richins, what sort of drugs she provided to Ms. Richins on those 3 occasions?
Again, it went back and forth with details and was clarified the more information she was presented with from phones and other physical evidence. The determination we came to after the conclusion of all 4 interviews was that she had procured some type of prescription or non-prescription opiate on the first transaction, and that the following 2 were fentanyl pills, counterfeit fentanyl pills.
And so you said that in the first interview, she told you that she didn't deal in fentanyl. Can you just explain what you did in your investigation to try and confirm? How did you come back around to that it was fentanyl?
So in the initial interview with Ms. Lauber, and the statements she made about not having dealt in fentanyl before, in my opinion, my experience with interviewing people, especially in custody, I think she was minimizing her involvement. I think she was trying to cover herself from any type of further legal problems. And then after we came back the second time, I think she had changed her mind about how much information she wanted to reveal to us. And that's when she started talking to us about the fentanyl pills, and that she recalled specifically that they were fentanyl.
And did you interview other people regarding those transactions?
Investigators from the Summit County Sheriff's Office did, yes. I wasn't involved in every single interview, but yes.
Did she tell you how many pills total that she provided to Ms. Richins, or that she recalled providing?
One moment, please. Mr. Ludwig.
Your Honor, the state reduces relevance and objection. What's going on here is the defense counsel is asking questions about the detention hearing, which the defense counsel has a transcript of. Did she tell you this? Well, we know this because he testified to it.
Let's just assume that this question, which goes directly to the probable cause determination, is foundation for whatever's coming next. So I'm going to allow this.
I appreciate that, Your Honor. All these recordings are, all these interviews are recorded in discovery and can be identified.
I understand. Your objection to the extent it's the relevance is overruled. Ms. Lewis, please proceed.
Did she tell you a number of pills, the number of pills she provided to Ms. Richins?
Are you meaning in total or per transaction?
Either way, whatever is easiest for you to
She
explain.
made an estimate of approximately 15 to 30 pills per transaction.
So a total of
Maximum of 90.
75, 30 to 90,
30 to 90.
45 to 90 pills. All right. Did you have any of those pills ever been found?
No.
None in the Richins' home?
No.
Correct? None in Ms. Richins' car, correct?
No.
So you've never had the opportunity to test any pills that were allegedly provided from Ms. Lauber to Ms. Richins, is that correct?
Correct.
Not one, correct?
Correct.
So the only knowledge you have as to what those pills were came from Ms. Lauber, correct?
And corroborating witnesses.
Corroborating witnesses that
That supplied Ms. Lauber with the pills, or put her in contact with the person that supplied her the pills.
All right.
Or drove her to the transactions where the pills were purchased.
Okay. in them, have you tested any of those pills or found any of those pills so they could be tested?
No, we have not.
So you actually do not have any idea what the pills were that were given to Ms. Richins, correct?
Just based on the testimony, witness statements by Ms. Lauber and others.
But you don't know.
I don't know.
So you don't know if the pills were OxyContin, correct?
No, I do not.
You don't know if the pills were fentanyl, correct?
Based on what Ms. Lauber told us, she was sure that they were fentanyl, and her description of them match what I know currently to be Drug Trend's street illicit fentanyl pills, with the description being a light green to blue round pill.
So let me ask you again. Do you know if any of those pills contain fentanyl?
No, I do not.
Do you know if these pills contained illegal drugs, opioids of any kind?
I do not.
When is the last time you sought evidence in this case?
Sought evidence, is that what you said?
Yes.
The case is active and ongoing until trial. I presume any new information that comes to us will continue to be considered as evidence.
Are you still interviewing witnesses?
Not at this moment, no.
I know you're not at this moment. You're here testifying. Have you recently interviewed witnesses or others investigating this case or involved in this case been interviewing witnesses?
Yes. Some of our team have reached out to witnesses that we've talked to in the past and have kept in contact with them.
Have you been provided statements or interviews by a private investigator in this matter?
They've been entered into systems that I have access to, yes. Not personally been provided with them, but yes.
Who does that private investigator work for?
The Richins family, the Eugene Richins family.
Is that who pays this private investigator to provide information to you?
I assume so.
When was the last time you executed a search warrant in this case?
I believe it was 1 or 2 weeks ago on the Richins home.
Still looking for the bills?
That was to seize a voice recorder that was located in the home.
All right. Just give me one moment. Just back up for one moment about the pills. So you said you interviewed other people. I think it was one other person who provided allegedly fentanyl to Ms. Lauber. Is that correct?
There were 2 individuals that we interviewed that were reported to have provided Ms. Lauber with the pills. One with the non-fentanyl opiates and then with the fentanyl pills.
Okay, so one provided the one that did not have fentanyl, and one provided the ones that she claimed did have fentanyl.
Correct.
Okay, so that individual, or actually either of those individuals, were they manufacturers of those pills?
I don't know. I don't believe so.
Well, one of them told you it was for prescription, correct?
I believe Ms. Lauber told us that. Would you like me to use names?
That's fine.
I believe Ms. Lauber told us that Ms. Kohler, who she claimed she got the non-fentanyl pills from, that they were somebody's personal prescription.
Okay. So we don't actually know where those pills came from either.
No.
All right. And the individual who provided fentanyl, he was not the manufacturer of fentanyl. He told you he didn't manufacture fentanyl, correct?
I believe so. Other detectives in our office, yeah, interviewed him.